I've been clear to our air traffic controllers, they need to show up for work. They do really important work for our country, and they need to show up. But I'm not going to lie to anybody to not say that they're not feeling the stress. The fact that they are working, and oftentimes they are head of households. They're the only income earners in their homes, and they have families. And the fact that they're having a hard time paying their bills. And this is day one. And day two gets harder. Day three is harder after that as expenses continue to roll.
Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy making a stop at LaGuardia Airport today as air travel issues continue to build with this government shutdown. Today, air traffic controllers are missing their first full paycheck. Hundreds are opting not to show up for work at all. And that has led to delays and ground stops at airports all over the country. Marcus Espinoza is at LaGuardia Airport for us. Marcus, this situation just gets worse and worse because one missed paycheck, tough enough. You start to talk about the next paycheck and the pain really sets in.
Marty, you're absolutely correct. And here's the thing. I think urgency is the key word today that took place at both press conferences when both people spoke, talking about what exactly this means. So a couple things were going on. We heard from Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy today. We played that sound throughout the day, really stressing how critical it is that they get this taken care of. This government shutdown not only affects the pocketbooks, but also all of these delays that they are dealing with. And then today, workers were handing out these pamphlets across not just this airport here, but 20 other airports across the country, trying to really get folks to understand what is happening right now. And in fact, we heard from an ATC worker who described what they're going through right now.
You save money for a rainy day, but you have certain things in life, right? Like your mortgage is number one. You don't want to start defaulting on your mortgage. Feeding your children, feeding yourself. Those are big things. Paying for gas to get to, if your spouse is at work, how do we pay for childcare when you have young children? So yes, there are sacrifices everybody's going to make. And like Nick and the Secretary said, as the days go on, it gets worse and worse and worse.
And you really just feel for them, and it's affecting everybody who's using any airport in the country right now. So take a look at just how quickly delays have compounded since the start of the shutdown. According to data from FlightAware, 28,000 flight delays in the most recent 3-day span. Compare that to 16,000 from a 3-day span back in early October from the 6th to the 9th. The National Air Traffic Controller Association says the FAA is already short about 3,000 controllers, calling this the lowest staffing level in decades. The Transportation Secretary wasn't the only one who spoke today. Union President Nick Daniels also spoke up, not interested really in the politics of this situation, which makes sense, but the humanity and reality his members are facing right now.
We see the text, we see the messages from our air traffic controllers day in and day out saying, I'm taking a side job. How do I deal with childcare? Can I bring my child to work today with me? And, children shouldn't be in the workplace of an air traffic control facility, yet they're having to figure out, how do I even put gas in the car to show up and do this amazing job every single day? It's completely unacceptable, it's completely unfair, and doesn't put them in any kind of position to serve the American people.
Marty, the FAA is doing what it can right now, trying to redistribute folks all over the place, trying to fill gaps. But again, as this drags on, you're going to expect more and more people to call out sick. They literally got a paycheck for $0 today, these ATCs. So they are struggling right now, and they need this government shutdown to end.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.